hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed. Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa. Fucking shit! Fuck! You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai! Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers.
I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries. Apart from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are. The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders to admit no strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
I'm getting in, whether you like it or not.
Your shitty hands off me! Look, wait. Wait, one moment!
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Well, she's not far off. We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Oh, different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
Well, I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Well, the first thing we have to do is get ourselves into decent shape. Have a good scrub, get some better clothes. Then they might believe we're actually messengers.
That's all very well, except we can't even pay our bill here. Never mind a visit to the baths and the tailor.
So we'll earn some.
Earn?
I'm not afraid of work. And we're gonna need every groschen we can get.
And how long will it take for you to earn a few groschen? And where will you find a decent tailor? Before we get ourselves sorted out, Sigismund will be sitting on the throne in Prague.
So what do you suggest? Going back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
Service is kind of slow today.
A laughing stock? We were outnumbered by a gang of
Yes, and how come they got away with it? Because we camped at that fucking pond. We've got no message, no coin.
Chin up. We'll sort it out.
Nothing will be... I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oats, Tank, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
We'll go back and bury them as soon as we can.
Yeah, as soon as possible. They were good Christians, even though it didn't...
We'll keep the promise we made up. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for. When you're finished, report for work.
Cheers.
What is it?
What's that woman from the pond?
Or the one you gave us away for?
I bear that witch. Wench!
What I tell you? What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you? Not them nomad vagabonds, I hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle. I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
I've seen...
Jesus, fella.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my stinking up my
Health, lads.
talk
That's
about
the
your
most
captain.
important thing.
Oh,
Enjoy yours while
what was that? Wounded? Oh, hi. Poor Captain Thomas might never get back on
my
his feet.
knees and back are giving
Him
me
and his men were
jet
attacked
lag
by
too.
bandits.
But I know
Most of them are dead.
Jesus Christ!
What do you
Lord
mean?
von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
Aha! So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right
That
back.
must hurt, don't it?
A bit. At least at first. But then you get all limber and feel great.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on. Are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us, too.
I have no idea what you're on about.
And I have no idea why you're trying to deny it. I saw you with my own eyes. You were washing laundry there with some other girls.
Well, I reckon you weren't looking too much at faces, eh? Clear off, you lecher.
Here's your wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Look, please. I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
You can't get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the King's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding. He'll be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again!
What are you gaping at? Have you nothing better to do?
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
All right, we'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them. Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so Is that clear?
All right, we'll do it.
Glad to hear it. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Scallies.
Never heard of it. I ain't been further than... But I know this place.
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's... Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush. When rich folks get married, that's a feast.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
Where's the wedding going?
At Sameen, of course. I expect...
Will Lord von Berg...
How should I know what is...
Who is this? Semin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Sameen. The fort in the village, but old Jan Sameen is the head of the family. And there used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests. Young Svatja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit...
Is this the only tavern here?
In Troskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then.
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone...
Where do you want the sacks?
To the pantry. That's the... But I'd split the work with your pal if I was you. So you don't do...
Is that all you know about the wedding?
What else is there to know?
I'll go and discuss it with my friend then.
And careful with them sacks. I don't want you ripping them or anything like that. And what can I get for you?
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased.
The main thing is, she denied every...
It's definitely her, though. You don't...
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk. I did get something out of her.
What? Don't keep me...
Von Bergov is about to...
Sacre! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him...
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also... Young Lord Semin, a nobleman, is marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's invitation only, of course. But maybe we could wangle our way in somehow.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like Von Bergov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't...
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Come on. Nobody will recognize you.
Maybe not now, but what about later? People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, as if the disgrace at the gate was...
Look, we're not in any position to pick and... So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states?
Would that be some aristocratic
Not so fast. It's God Oratoris, the priests who pray for us. Laboratoris, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatoris, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
So, which do I belong to?
Good question. Before I'd have said you were a peasant, but it turned out that you're a noble's bastard. And you're pretty handy with a sword. And you've even been in a monastery.
I'd rather forget about that.
We're a bit of everything. But if you get your hands dirty with labour, it wouldn't be such an offence against the pure blood. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
I'm going then. But you could give me a hand.
Ah, stop whining. Well, if it makes you feel better.
How?
That too, of course. But above all, as soon as we have at least some gear, we'll head into the forest, and although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs...
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry.
Aye, the beer's got to flow.
Taking their time again.
God, I'm bored.
A large
Shit.
beer for me.
Oof! That isn't half heavy. Oh.
Bring me something to eat.
Christ, pardon me. Christ, pardon me.
Here you go.
God bless.
That was our company. But the two of us managed to get away. It was the same bandits who attacked Lord von Burgov's men. Why the fuck doesn't anyone believe us?
Maybe because you've got no way of proving it?
We lost everything. How hard is that to understand?
What if you're...
Look out!
You're up to no good.
What's the hold-up?
What did you say?
Say it again.
It was their own fault.
What do you mean? They attacked themselves? What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smart-ass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Stop insulting our dead companions!
What dead companions? You think I'm gonna fall for that cock and bull?
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military...
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you, surviving a fight against bandits, even von Burgov himself...
Believe what you like, but I'm telling... And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop...
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein.
I am Sir Hans Capon. You're starting to bore me. You and your...
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a...
Oh, I'm so...
Didn't you hear? Apologize to him.
Oh, no. Reinforcements. Take your numbskull friend.
I give you a chance to apologize. Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
Dead man. You should have fucking stayed out of it.
You're facing a no...
Now we'll have you, you scum.
Timmy! Get him from behind!
You should have
You're gonna
fucked
get
with
me, you
us.
bastard!
Nice hit. Show your stuff.
Miscount. Yeah! Don't spare him! You know...
him up!
Show what you're made of!
Yeah!
Go fuck yourself!
I'll be done with you in a flash!
Nalos!
Slice him up!
Hey! Get him! Zeig, was du drauf hast! It's going well for you. Good strike! Nalos!
You're not up to it!
Slice him up! Jetzt reicht es! You're dead! Bastard! Nice hit! You licked like a rat! With us, you die! Slice him up! Show what you're made of!
We're gonna
You can hardly stand, arsehole!
Unbelievable! You're not up to it!
Good!
Hear that?
What the hell is going on here? Grab them vagabonds!
Bastards! This will cost you dearly.
Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse.
What?
You behave like a spoilt brat.
How dare you speak...
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve. If you hadn't have played the hero, we'd have been there long since and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh, yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off.
Shut up! Or you'll get a whipping too.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
I'm sorry, sir, but it's your fault what happened in the tavern.
What? My fault? You can't be serious! Whose fault is it that we're in this fucking pillory?
What? Who started quarrelling with the locals? In their tavern? Ah, what an idiot I was to stand up for you.
And what good did it do? Fuck all! If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving
I don't believe it! You're trying to put the blame on me?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea.
Hey, let's just stop all this arguing. It'll just make things worse.
Fuck you! I've had it up to here with you. With you and your... You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life. You're fucking useless! You couldn't even keep an eye on your own money.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. You're like a ball and chain.
Well...
And none of the rest would have happened.
Oh, come on, cape on.
Don't you cape on me. I have to consider what to do next.
Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Isn't that?
Otto!
Hey! Open Virgo!
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight!
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks, or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
All right. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good-for-nothing, eh? Yeah. All right, off you go.
I suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you, you stuck-up Lord of Perkstein.
Hey, over here. Aye. You're in the right place. Over here. Do you have a moment?
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side.
Hmm?
Now things can only get better.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He ricks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, He sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out.
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue.
Hey, you.
I'm Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here,
I ain't.
Where are you headed? If you're on...
For work. To the city. I'm tired of... They all promise the moon, but then you're eating with the city folk. It's bound...
You said you were going to a city?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody.
Aha.
Well, she does, but I won't be troubling her long. Just until I...
Why exactly are you helping?
Why? Why? I've been in the ship plenty of times.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe...
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be...
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? I appreciate your concern.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary, but I'd like to go somewhere else. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad. But don't...
Why?
Because they're different, and it scares people.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them. Just don't stare too long.
I went past your garden the other day, and that dog of yours was going mad, barking and growling at me like I was a stranger.
Oh well. It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage.
When he takes flight,
Oh, I just remembered.
Hmm?
I'm practically naked. Nobody's going to want to even talk to me.
At least you're not walking around bare-assed.
Ah, very funny. I'd rather...
And what do you have in mind? Brocade and satin?
I'd prefer something a little more ordinary.
After what you did here with that friend of yours. Even the deaf and blind, but between the two of us, it's easy enough to scrounge up a shirt and trousers if you know where to look.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
I have no money.
The hell you will. Here you go. I'll skip supper. It's...
Wow.
Yeah, don't start crying.
Damn. I could use a horse.
Don't exaggerate. This province is...
Still. Yeah.
There's a stud farm in Semine. Renowned...
And which way is Semine?
Southwest from here. Not too far. There's a... Once you see the walled farmhouse... Though, I'll be a queen before you can afford a horse from Semine.
Do you know where I might find...
Betty in the tavern lets people sleep in the hay.
I'm not going near that tavern. I'd catch hell again.
If you find some work, maybe you'll get a place to sleep.
My main concern is getting to that wedding in...
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing.
How much time do you think I have?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished and blacksmith Radovan's still... So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a... I really need some.
I can see that. Save up for something or use those lockpicks.
Well, I really better go.
Good luck.
Did you hear about what the bailiff is about? No, I don't care for gossip. Nor do I. But this is important. I'm not interested. This is about money.
Forget your clothes somewhere.
He wants to fleece us again.
Damn it. Just what we need.
Exactly. We'll have to talk to the others this evening to decide what to do. It can't go on like this.
God bless. Take care.
What would you like this fine morning?
Get dressed. You can't just walk around like this.
No. You're not allowed here.
What are you doing? That's mine.
Greetings to you.
Christ.
God bless you. Don't shove. God bless, and to you. Who goes there? What are you poking around that door for, eh? God bless you.
God bless.
What do you have for sale?
Take care then. Thanks for nothing.
Greetings to you. Can I help you?
God be with you.
Will meet the same fate. What a nice day.
Not your day, eh?
Greetings, friend. Good day.
How's it going?
My wife and I are pickling cabbage.
What if I freed
Loads
you?
of it.
On
Again.
Scarper, obviously. That's what you said last week. And the one before that.
It's good
What did
for
you do?
Nothing.
Pickled cabbage drives
Really?
out the black
Were you
soil,
expecting a
puts your
different
fluids
answer?
in balance.
What fluids?
Saturn and Jupiter
So
are in a
you
bad
don't end up here
constellation
too.
at the moment. That churn. I'm off now, aren't I? Someone else will pick up.
Now!
Oh, I just remembered.
Hmm?
I have no...
The hell you will. Here you go.
Wow.
Yeah, don't...
Still.
There's a stud farm.
And which way is...
South. Once you see the...
Do you know...
Bet.
I'm not...
If you've...
I'm practicing...
At least... And what do...
I could use some armor.
And...
Well, yeah.
Wow. And...
That's a long...
Well, you can hardly buy new armor now, but you might find something in the town hall armory, although you'll need quick hands.
Thanks. These will come in handy.
Just don't get yourself caught again.
My main... How much...
From what I... So, no...
Hopefully... I really better go.
Good luck.
Jesus Christ, we pray.
Well, from what I
Mind where you're going.
I'd like to buy something.
If it's a tradesman you're after, most of them live here in the village. Your best bet is to ask our merchant Jörg. He knows everyone.
I'd like to report an...
That's a serious matter.
Well,
I don't understand why he's not lodging a
It's a long story.
Sorry, fella, but I'm not sure whether you're making... If you were telling the truth, why don't you... I'm sorry, lad, but until then...
What's new in the county, Master Bailiff?
I heard something's going. Project the Innkeeper is probably coming up with some mischief to pull on the Gelievites. Will they never cut it out? Their bickering is making work for me. And now I've been visited by one of the local peasants. He said he found more fresh graves behind his field, just below the village, along the road to Nabokov.
What do you mean, more? You sound like this isn't the first time.
That we found someone buried here? Don't even ask. I've been digging up bodies ever since that bandit gang started running rampant. Most of them are von Burgo's men. Also, if it wasn't bad enough that gang of bandits is rampaging through the region, now someone's stealing cabbage from the peasants. What a disaster.
Cabbage?
Aye, and the peasants won't stop bugging me about it. I was just visited by a peasant from Jadar. He's been talking my ears off for God knows how long. Say, do I really have to do this? Do I have the time to look for some moron stealing cabbages? And that's about it.
That sounds interesting. Thank you. I need to speak with Sir Oth.
With the Royal Chamberlain?
Why not?
I'd like to talk to him too, boy. But he's still in Prague. He's hardly ever here.
And where do I find him?
Where do you think? Up in...
But they won't let me in there.
What do you want me to do about it? I'm not going to put in a word for...
Excuse me, I'm looking for the man who was in the pit.
I can't help you with that.
What's new, Bailiff?
Nothing special. Fortunately, Troskovitz is peaceful here, and the war has avoided... Well, that's how it was.
And what happened?
What do you think? It started with that nomadic riffraff, theft of... And then the wolves started to come in from the forest. Oh, and then our Master Chamberlain, Ulrich. But that's no business.
I understand.
No bullshit. Just right. This year, the village prospered.
Wait. Is this supposed to be a chronicle?
Is that a problem?
I'm not a chronicler. Why want a raise for this responsibility?
You want what?
More money.
Do you want me to tell everyone about the time you were drunk, naked, riding on a pig, yelling about how you were Sigismund of Luxembourg himself?
Christ. So prosper, you say?
Greetings, lad. What brings you here?
I'll have a look at the wares.
Why are you wasting my time if you don't want anything, then, eh?
Mind where you're going.
What then? Has the water sprite been up to his listing again?
abomination. Was machst du? Welcome. You can buy everything. A few days ago, when I was returning, I salvaged some things, but the rest...
Were there any valuables in there?
You bet. Lord Simeon ordered all, and for Taylor Bartishak, I was carrying expensive fabrics. If you only knew how much...
And where did the wagon tip?
On the roads near the Katchak Pond, beyond Jelioff. I can't tell you how much it still pisses me off. But what can I do?
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too. But what can I do? So...
I wanted to ask you, what's on the other side? I'm not from here, and I'd like to get my bearings.
Ja, natürlich, you're not from here. Everyone around here knows that. Aber das ist deine Sache. That is your business. Also, what do you want?
Where can I find a church round here? I'm surprised you don't even have...
If you want. Die Rettung deiner Seele, junger Mann. You have to go through the forest to Aujetz and to St. Catharinen. Herr von Berger does have a chapel in his castle. We do not go there either. And the gravedigger Ignatius takes care of burial. No one wants to pay the church.
Is there anything I should...
Certainly. Here in the village, we don't care much for outsiders. If any do come, they better behave.
I understand that.
Ach so, ich verstehe. That is all because of the war. Verdammt.
So you've already heard about these bandits?
About those ones in particular, or about others. Every time I go to the town, the bailiff must send an armed escort.
So the roads aren't safe?
Ja, das kann man wohl sagen. Herr von Bergo. But...
I have a few questions.
Dann schieß mal los.
Can I find...
Zum Glück nicht, Jung. Oh, natürlich. There is Bartok, the apothecary.
What do you mean by that?
Nichts weiter. Along the scribe Geibel. But of the three, perhaps only Geibel knows Latin.
Is there anyone else?
Oh, yeah. Beyond the tailor's house on the edge of the village is where Bashka the butcher lives. Up the rest of the villagers are just peasants, and you are already familiar with the tavern.
Where do you go for wares?
The closest is Sobotka, the biggest Gitschin. Half of that one belongs to...
Is it far?
Das kommt darauf, wenn du was brauchst. The goods I have here, I do not think you will get to the town anytime soon.
Show me your wares.
Wie schade. Auf Wiedersehen.
Mind where you're going. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches us. Priests swallow.
Ugh! You rake! You ought to be ashamed walking around smelling like that. Here it comes. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I've stopped being angry. And if you don't have anywhere to sleep, they'll look after you in Jelioff. What now?
There's nothing to eat here.
Well, here you have it. Enjoy.
Keep the peace, and we won't have any problems.
Nothing suits your fancy, eh?
Hail Mary.
Mind where you're going.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time. Have you come to break some more stuff? If you want something, wait till I stop it.
He ended up paying more than Lord Semine.
Well, from what I hear, Lord Semine's pretty much dead.
I hope it's not. And you shall go to heaven. The prelates spout empty words. Their bellies may be full, but their heads are empty. Fat arses and empty... spaces where their hearts should be. They offer salvation to anyone who wills their...
Don't cause any trouble. Got it?
What's that?
What happened to you?
I'm in big trouble.
How so?
I lost a letter. A very important letter. I was supposed to deliver it to my master by tonight.
What was in the letter?
I have no idea what it said, but it was my master's beloved.
Oh, so it could just as easily...
I don't really care what was in it.
Do you know where you might have lost it?
I haven't the faintest idea. It must have slipped out somewhere along the way.
Would you like me to help you look for it?
There's no point now. I've been on the road for 2 days as it is. We'll never make it by tonight.
You should have been more careful with it. Losing the one thing you're supposed to deliver.
I know. So I forgot to check my bag this morning, all right? But now it's gone, and I'm fucked.
I have to be going. I hope you find the letter.
Me too. Because if I don't, I'm in for a lashing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Wait! I have an idea. Punch me in the face.
What?
Smack me in the gob. I'll say I was ambushed on the way and they took the letter.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. I'd rather take a couple of punches from you than a lashing from my master. I could tell you to stop when I've had enough. But he wouldn't. So you get why it's better for me to be slapped around by you, right?
Very well then. Defend yourself. Or not. It's up to you. You ready?
I am.
All right.
Oh.
Do you think that's enough?
I definitely.
Glad to be of help then. Take care.
What the?
Help!
So what? Rip your ass! Right on the noggin! You can't... Yeah.
God bless.
Halt! Search! Show me what you've got on you!
Master Scribe?
Are you deaf?
Go ahead and search
Show
me.
me what you have!
I've got nothing to hide.
Well, it looks...
Everything in order. Carry on.
Letters, and that's exactly what I'm paid to do.
Carry on, then.
Hey! You're not allowed here! I see those ears do indeed work.
Huh? Eh?
Stop! Fuck! Ah! on, then! Show your stuff!
Piece of shit! What do you want here, you scoundrel? Why'd you barge in here?
I heard you could use a helping hand at the forge.
I could. My last two hands, well, they're not worth mentioning. And what with the wedding coming up, the work is piling up. Ah, what do they call you?
Henry.
I'm Radovan. You should know, Henry. The blacksmithing isn't for everyone. Have you done it before?
Yeah. I basically grew up in the forge. My father was a swordsmith, and not just any. He even forged swords for the nobility.
For the nobility, eh? Well, that kind of experience will come in very handy for me indeed. As it happens, I have to forge a wedding present for young Lord Semine. A fine sword.
So you'll take me on?
Hold your horses. I'll have to try you out first. You could forge me a hunting sword as a test, so I can see if you can make a straight blade. That shouldn't give you much trouble if your father was a swordsmith, should it?
Sure thing. I can get started right away.
Great. Find some iron and get started then.
Iron?
You can't make a sword out of butter, but if you don't have your own stuff, you can get everything from the chest in my forge. Excuse me? Go over to the anvil and let's get started.
Wallow in gold.
Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up, and try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Give it a pull. It works the bellows. Take it out from time to time and take a look. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer and try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. I'd like to get some other things done. That whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. See that? Besides the sparks, you can tell a good strike by the sound it makes. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes I'll whistle to myself to keep the rhythm going. There you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking. Right. Let's have a look. Very nice work. Your father taught you the trade well.
He'd certainly be happy to hear that.
If you carry on hammering as well as you did today, it's all about making sure That's why you can't let it get cold. If you work evenly. Each got that? Or is there something?
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
You can sleep in the chamber by the woodshed. And there's a chest where you can keep your things. And of course, you can use the forge anytime you want. Any questions?
Where can I get materials?
You can buy some essentials from me. But if you want to make a fancy sword with lots of ornamentation, you'll have to look elsewhere. This is just a village, you know.
What can I do with the items I've forged?
Well, you can sell them. Though you probably won't have much luck around here. But I'll happily buy some of the nicer things from you.
What now?
What do you think? You're not going to be idle. I'll find you some work to do right away. You're pretty good at swords, but what the locals really need is axes and horseshoes. Right. Here are some simple drawings that show what they're both supposed to look like. And some iron. You can get down to it right away.
Just like that? You aren't going to help me?
Sacre, lad. I chose you because you already know a thing or two. I'm not going to look over your shoulder all bloody day. You take care of these smaller jobs. Forge away as long as you're able, and then sell it all. Once you've made some coin and feel like being out in the open again, I'll give you some more interesting work. Christ almighty.
I have to move it. I'll never finish it like this. I should move it. I've been banging this spot for a long time. I've been banging this spot for a long time. It's already cooled down. I should move it. I have to hammer it more evenly. I should move it. I have to pay attention. I've almost loused it up. It's as cold as a dog's snout. I have to be careful. It's already pretty cocked up. I should do it more evenly. Oh, that's just great. This one's spoiled. This'll take a bit longer. Oh, this is useless. It's cold. That's it.
How can I help you today, friend?
I heard you could teach me something.
For a few groschen, what are you interested?
I'll have a look at the ware. I'd like to do something about that price.
Sure. Why not? Aye, you'll convince me with that price. Pleasure doing business. Take care.
Ah! Now I've got you! Now I'll show you. You can't say you weren't warned. You can't just loiter around on other people's property. You'll pay up and show me whether you stole anything. Otherwise, we'll deal with your unruliness on the pillory.
Greetings.
I'm still not really sure of...
Why not? Why don't you forge me another hunting sword?
Yeah, I have.
Let's see what you... Furnace is cold now. Give it a practice try. Some things, like swords, are too long to fit in the fire. You have to heat it up a bit like this. Try poking it around for a bit. Now get the furnace nice and hot. There's a lever above you. Just give it a pull. It works better. Try it out. See? It's the color of straw, which is what you want. And you heated the whole thing up. Nicely done. Now you can go straight to the anvil. Try moving the sword along the anvil so you can get the hang of it. Now take the hammer, try hitting it a few times. See the sparks? That's the sign of a good strike. The more sparks, the better. Also, you can hammer with different degrees of power. A stronger hit will do more, but it'll tire you out faster. Try giving it a few blows, as hard as you can, so I can see how strong you are. That's got a nice ring to it. Of course, if it was all about hitting an anvil with a hammer, any dolt could do it. You've got to hammer the workpiece evenly. One hit next to the other. Very nice. You're doing just fine. But when I say evenly, I mean it. A sword has two sides, like a lot of other things, including myself. Turn it over and continue on the other side. Nice. Now try forging it on both sides. The closer it is to being finished, the more it will take on the shape you want. It'll cool off soon anyway. It's cooled now. You can't do it all in one go. You've got to put it back in the furnace from time to time. Sometimes you've got to go there and back all day. But it's all part of the craft. Now, get back to the forge and heat it all up again, like before. The whole thing is heated up now, so come over to the anvil. Sparks are flying nicely. Sparks. That's the stuff. See how it's taking on the right shape? That's how you can tell it's almost finished. Now, I've got a piece of advice for you. Hammer to a rhythm. When I hammer a piece to a beat, the work goes by easier. Sometimes, there you go. You've got it finished. All that's left is to temper it, and the sword will be done. The rest is just tweaking.
still not really sure of my...
All right, you can...
Damn. I haven't.
Then get it, all right? I'll be happy to sell you some... How can I help you today, friend?
What do you have for sale?
What do you need? Hurry up, I don't have all day.
What do you have for sale?
Greetings.
God bless. Good day.
Lord be with you.
I'll have a look at your wares.
Maybe next time then.
What are you gawking at?
Which way you going?